number 1.
In the space in front appears the Guru in the form of Amitabha, surrounded by an inconceivable retinue of bodhisattvas. Namo, to the 3 jewels and the 3 roots, the places of protections, I go for refuge. In order to establish all beings in Buddhahood, I give rise to the mind set on the supreme awakening. Page 2. With sincere faith, I pay homage to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas abiding in the 10 directions and 3 times. I offer flowers, incense, lamps, fragrances, food, music, and the like, actually arranged and mentally created. Supreme gathering, please accept them. I confess all evil deeds, the 10 non-virtues, and the 5 acts without interval that I have committed, overpowered by mental afflictions since beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the merit, all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times by the Shravakas, Prachika Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and the like. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both, according to the aspirations and diverse mental capacities of sentient beings. Until samsara is emptied, do not pass into nirvana. Compassionately look upon sentient beings drowning in the ocean of suffering. May all the merit I have accumulated become the cause of awakening, and may I soon become a glorious guide of beings.
jena ra la den be da dan sen je kun je je la ze me je lo je bar jo.
The field of accumulation dissolves into me. Thus, the mind of the four immeasurables has arisen within the mind streams of myself and all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be separate from the happiness. May they abide in the great equanimity. Page 5. Appearance and existence, all phenomena of samsara and nirvana, are empty by nature. Not realizing this, how afflicted are deluded beings in samsara. My own awareness appears as a white Hri, the manifestation of unified emptiness, clarity, and compassion. The Hri transforms into myself, appearing as Chenrezig, seated upon a cushion of lotus and moon. I have one face and 4 arms. 2 are joined at the heart, and the other 2 hold a lotus and garland. Peaceful and with loving countenance, I am dressed in the garments of the Sambhogakaya Buddha. Sitting cross-legged posture, my lower body is enfolded in a lotus. In the space in front, upon a seat of lotus and moon, appears a red Hri, gleaming with light. The light radiates, pleasing the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions and gathering their knowledge, love, and power. The light then dissolves back into the free. Again, light rays radiate to the 6 realms, purifying the karmic visions, self-grasping, and habitual imprints of sentient beings. The light gathers back, and the free transforms into the supreme protector of beings, Buddha Amitabha. He is bright red like a mountain of rubies, with 1 face and 2 arms in equipoise mudra holding a begging bowl. He is garbed in the 3 Dharma robes and sits in a cross-legged posture. Ceaselessly looking upon beings with eyes of compassion, he appears as the great embodiment of all Buddhas. On his right is the noble supreme Chenrezig, with 1 face, 2 arms, holding a white lotus with his left hand. White and adorned with jewels, he stands upright. To the left of the Lord is the Bodhisattva Vajrapani, with 1 face and 2 arms, holding a vajra in the left hand. Blue and adorned with jewels, he stands upright. They are surrounded by an assembly of bodhisattvas. The 3 places of the principal Lord are marked with the 3 syllables. From the syllables, white, red, and blue light radiate to the 10 directions, and in particular to the pure land of Sukhavati, invoking the heart pledge of Amitabha and his retinue, who then instantly appears at this place. Page 9. Hong, in the great bliss sphere of my own primordially pure awareness, abides Amitabha and retinue as the naturally present innate radiance. From the beginning of samsara, being and wisdom being are one, yet your form manifests from the expanse of great love and compassion in accordance with the mental inclinations of beings. Following your heart pledge, come here to this place and be seated indivisibly from the mandala of the Samaya being.
Deva Sabara Vara Baza Samaya Enza Zahoi Bavo Samaya Pejalen. Our thy bezova one baza sava ranayagam one sarvan be pura pura sara sara. Our the bezova one Savarana Gai Wa Sarvan Be Bura Bura Sura Sura Over the Bezova Om Baza Savarana Kam Yela Jedan Den Ben Joyon De Jimbaran Jejar Vishen Dumber Rogun Jor Bamba Zon Zo Jor Je Dan Zer Nyo Me Xia Zer De Zer Zhe Ran Xie Jar Wei Jar Dumber Rogun Se Be Dong Wa Je Jor Je Lao Zi Me Do Na Zun Zi Ban De Zo Be Ran Xie Jar Wei Jie Lan Bon Do Gun Do Re Yun De Gnun Den Xiu Lin Jie Jar Zhong Zhen Jiu Do Ben De Zun Zhe Ran Xie Jar Wei Xiang Lan Bon Zhuo Gun Se Be Jian Le Zhuo Wai Xiu Sar Xie Nang Wei Ren Jie Zhuo Men De San De Ran Xie Jar Wei Do Lan Bon Zhuo Gun Zhe Lo Mo Me Se Wai Xiu Ge Gam La Zi Ne De Men Jie Jai Jie Ra Ran Xie Jar Wei Ge Lan Bon Zhuo Wai Gen Jie Jie Nie Do Bai Xiu Ro Jia Jie Dan Den Be Xiar Zin De Ta Jie Ran Xie Jar Wei Jia Lan Bon Zhuo Gu Tenzin Se Ji Cuo War Xiu Be Dong Zhuo Zuo Nian Jie Ro Me Zuo Do Jie Ran Xin Jar Wei Nian Lan Bon Zhuo Gu San Zhen Dan Dan Bai Xiu Wang Bu Zhen Xuan De Be Yun De Nga Mo Lai Ran Xie Jar Wai Na Lan Bo Zhuo Gu San Me De Wei Ngong Bai Xiu Zhai Xie Zhe Da Jie Dan Jar Se Dun Ye Xie Ran Xie Jar Wa Nam Lan Bo Zhuo Gu San Jie Yun De Do Bai Xiu.
Bottom of page 10. Hui. I offer this water endowed with 8 attributes, with the nature of generosity, to the mouths of the victorious ones. May there be perfect fortune for all beings. I offer this foot-cleansing water, clear, cool, pristine, and exquisite, with the nature of morality, to the feet of the victorious ones. May all beings be relieved from the torment of existence. I offer various beautiful celestial flowers that have the nature of patience to the eyes of the victorious ones. May all beings be endowed with the 7 attributes of the higher realms. I offer naturally sweet-smelling scents and blended incense that has the nature of diligence to the nose of the victorious ones. May all beings become free from the bonds of existence. I offer this precious radiance and lustrous lamp that has the nature of meditation to the hearts of the victorious ones. May all beings clear away the dense darkness of their deluded minds. I offer fragrant medicinal elixir, saffron and the like, which have the nature of transcendent knowledge to the bodies of the victorious ones. May all beings realize the inner nature of phenomenal. I offer food endowed with the essence of 100 tastes, with the nature of method to the tongues of the victorious ones. May all beings be sustained by the food of samadhi. I offer harmonious musical sounds such as those of conch shell, drum, and bell, which have the nature of power to the ears of the victorious ones. May all beings be endowed with the awakening mind. I offer the 5 desirables that appease the senses and have the nature of prayer to the victorious ones. May all beings be satisfied by untainted bliss. I offer the 8 auspicious substances, the 8 auspicious symbols, and the 7 royal attributes, which have the nature of wisdom to the victorious ones. May all beings attain the attributes of Buddhahood.
Om Sarva Benzamanga Samanda Savarana Samaye. Son je de ran jan dan je je da de zon da ma zon ngue bo da da le lon je do ba jen je ba de me de je Kien de ber wa yin ro ge dan zen ra ye jiang san den Nam dai zhen de do mi jie wa zhu.
All owned and unowned things of the entire infinite billionfold universe, my own body, enjoyments, and all possessions, I offer without holding anything back to the pure land of Sukhavati. May the self-grasping of beings be thereby fully pacified. May they be endowed with the awakening mind, and may their birth in the Pure Land be unobstructed.
Rana Mandala Banza Manga Hong Raza Sanje Dobe Don Shanzar Re Don Zeme Na Zin Ju Barber Nian Zin Zher Na Jin Ye Long De Jai Ge Zan Len Jie Zo Lai Jie Ye Ran Do Jie Juan Jie Me Be Chuan Ger Ger Guan De Guan Jia Ran Xin Ju Ger Zhu Ger Zai Me Me Jia Dar Jin Bo Ngo.
Realizing that my own mind is the Buddha, I pay homage on the ultimate level. Abiding within ungraspable, empty awareness, everything comprised within appearance and existence is offered. Deluded perceptions of dualistic grasping are confessed within the expanse of Dharmata. I rejoice within the state of the spontaneous completion of the 3 kayas. The Dharma wheel of unceasing compassion will always turn. Abide within the natural Dharmakaya that pervades all samsara and nirvana. In infinite pervasiveness, where there is no reference point of the 3 spheres, dedication will always take place.
Tam jia xia xin zhuo wei dun zi bi nan da nian xia zai lai xiang zai dui jie ri zai dan de jian de lai su jia zi jiang san zha jiang ba bei zu de jian xian de yu bei la zu lai lun a ye zi ge bei xiang zai du.
Free, ever turning the wheel of Dharma in the pure land of Sukhavati, you unceasingly look upon sentient beings with compassion. Homage and praise to Amitabha, who abides in equipoise. Follow his pledge to act for the purpose of beings. To Chenrezig, Vajrapani, and other bodhisattvas, the noble assembly of arhats, and the gathering of deities abiding in Sukhavati, I humbly pay homage and offer praise with body, speech, and mind.
念解的万修多个人，大的人的也着耶稣果，烈也无量安真个不知。多个内顿顿解多个等，各尊多解多解多当果，难得多个人当安真来，我在马边安真下内顿。让给下就见了我这多，得到就没觉得可外也，我来我在个多那尊者，就觉三界将三年八些。甘肃三界根界这三江，我觉难得的界限的觉。
At the heart of myself, appearing as Chenrezig, on a moon disk is a Hri, surrounded by the 6-syllable mantra circling clockwise. From it light rays radiate, and a white mantra garland issues forth, emerges from my heart, and dissolves into the heart of the deity visualized in front. Thus, Amitabha's compassionate heart pledge of body, speech, and mind is invoked. From the mantra garland around the Hri at the heart of Amitabha, a red mantra garland of light emerges from his mouth, enters my mouth, and I obtain blessings and attainments. In this way, the mantra circles continuously between myself and Amitabha. The multicolored light issuing from the circling mantra garland pleases the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, purifies the 3 types of obscurations of all sentient beings in the 3 realms, and the universe and beings transform into the pure land of Sukhavati.
Amitabha Om 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 Amitabha Amitabha Om 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 Amitabha Amitabha Om 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 Amitabha Amitabha Om 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 Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva. Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Shiva, Om Deva 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 Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Deva Shiva, Om 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 Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva. Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Shiva, Om Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva. Om Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Shiva. Om Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, Om Ame Deva Shiva, Om Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Om Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, 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 Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Shiva, Ame Deva Om Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, 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 Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Om Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Amedeva Shiva, Om Amedeva Shiva. Page 19. O Ra Re Na Wan Da Ye Go Zon Zen Jar Ve Sem Lai De Na Wan Da Ye Loi Nai Me Rang Re Jue Ge Ngon Zar Jie.
Hong, innate awareness is the form of Amitabha. Look at the mind that is free of subject-object duality. There is no other Amitabha than that. How wondrous is the truth body of self-knowing awareness.
Om Amedeva Shiva, 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 Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Amedeva Shi, Om 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 Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi, Om Amedeva Shi. Deva Shi, Om Amedeva 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 Shi. Om Amedeva Shi, 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 Om Amedeva Shi. Ame Deva Shi, Om 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 Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Deva Shi, Om Ame 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 Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Deva Shi, Om Ame 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 Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Shi, Om Ame Deva Deva Shi, Om Ame 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 Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Ame Deva Shi, 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 Om Ame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, 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 Om Mame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, 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 Om Mame Deva Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Shi, Om Mame Deva Deva Shi, Om Mame 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 Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Shi Deva Shi, Om 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 Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Deva Shi, Om 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 Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, 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 Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi, Om Deva Shi. Oi John de Gong Boy San Jie Wei Bai Mei Zhe Jian Jiao Zhe Jiang Sen Bai Bi Zu Ye Mo Zhuo Lai Dui Jie Rai Gong Lai Da Zui De Jin chen dun zhen de so ngun jie dui jie dan jia jie xian dun do da ma ye dui jie wang ge la ling yan da zhen gu wai dong zhu ne da da nie de Zhen ban ze de so de dar don xio zha bei ju ge wei nan de do le do ji wo man zhi da zun zhuo wei nian ge den bei mo dan ze lo do 这把让在些大灭绝个公把恩觉呢，萨尔顿在灭这这安的呀。
Top of 20. Hong, transcendent conqueror, protector, Buddhi Amitabha, and noble assembly of loving bodhisattvas, compassionately look upon us afflicted beings and guide us to the pure land of Sukhavati. In accord with your past bodhicitta vows, not wavering from the sacred bond, Deity with great compassion, please exhaust all negative karma and empty samsara from its depths. At this very moment, please act as our guide. As I, with intense devotion, have thus invoked the enlightened mind, red lights of compassion radiate from the heart of Amitabha and dissolve into the hearts of myself and all beings. Self-grasping, misconceptions, and delusions have collapsed in themselves. The state of selfless Dharmakaya is realized, and I rest in the nature of clarity and emptiness, free from grasping and elaboration.
Sonan da ye dan pa kan tu ti Rove dong er jo ver zhen wa nai Oi pa me pe ne ra do pa yo.
By all the limitless and sacred merit obtained through this meditation and recitation, may all beings drowning in the river of suffering attain the supreme state of Amitabha.
Hong zhi ju ge gun jan gun bo ba me long ge zi den jar zi zhen be zu zhe ge nian de zhai jian guo ji ji zhuo nan de ji zhe be zhai xi zu.
Hong, Hri, all-pervasive Dharmakaya, protector Amitabha, Sambhogakayas, the loving assembly of bodhisattvas, and Nirmanakayas, the gathering of Shravakas and Arhats, together with your retinues, please endow all beings with the auspiciousness to progress to Sukhavati.
De jiang on zai ba de me ba ye de wa ji ji sha ve shen gan de da yin de ne zhen be ji ma da ji wa yin ji ba ma ji wa re de re ji ne anan de jar do jo de ge da ge ma la da ban de cho ju san ji jiang se dan ji ji ge mi zhe ba xin ji la de zo da ya da ban zan zha ya wan bo da na ya so
Emaho, marvelous, in the center of the Buddha Amitabha, boundless light, to his right Chenrezig, the Lord of great compassion, and to his left the Bodhisattva Vajrapani, the Lord of great power. They are surrounded by an inconceivable assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Extraordinary, limitless peace and happiness is the Buddha field called bliss endowed. When I and all beings pass from this life, may we be reborn there, unhindered by another samsaric birth. Once born there, may we behold the face of the Buddha Amitabha, boundless light. By the power of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, bless me that I may attain this aspiration without hindrance. Tayata pansagriya awa bodha nae soha.
Okay, tea break for 30 minutes. The Sölkha practice, a brief Dharma offering to the Dharma protectors, page number 1. Zanje joy dan zo jen joy nan la joy joy var de dai ne ja zön je da ge jen zo je be zo nan je ro la ban je zan jen de var yo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Gyodan Rawar Jurje Dong Me Bedewa Dan Min Rawar Jurje Nyeran Jadan Nyedan Jarve Danyola Nebar Jurje.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Nye jo se jan dor ne jang loi me den de do je den de jo yan shen jia che nan shang er de zeng er jie ba hong zhang shi er da dang ma lan ban ban dam jian zi 万学那佛龙给别，落叶没把在学习，过为你将别别走，雷见大马没结根，感觉大灯红啊在来往着的这个。 这些也算大玩家，我觉得在腾巴也觉得在讲做着。
Page 3. I appear as the Yidam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanates Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull cup filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hung, Tram, Pri, and Ah. The 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Pam, and Tum. A wind of Hung emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above the moon disk lid, Hung, Ah, and Om are stacked, one above the other. Light radiates from these and gathers nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disks melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar.
Om Ah Hung Ha Ho Re Om Ah Hung Ha Ho Re Om Ah Hung Ha Ho Re Rang Ge Do Ge Sa Won le wan zhe la ma ye dan dang gan zhuo jie jiao su me zu no la zhuo jian xie da dang ge re lin jian zhuo zhuo jie jin zhang zhen dan dun de de.
Light radiates from the seed syllables at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians, and directors, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings, who then gather before me like billowing clouds.
Om Bazar Gam Badam Bhavam Debam Alogam Gande Nevedem Shabda Bade Zazo. Dore Goma Nere Ye Jawa Dorje Bege Dorma Chansan Ye Zenjo.
According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the torma with light tubes emerging from their vajra tongues, and thus are pleased and satisfied.
Lama dang, zhou ba dor jian jiang la so, wan lo ming a dan ba dang, sar nian ju be lama nam, yi jie ro jie ga ran ga ye, so so zhi zhang qiu de bar, sor wan de so do ji song, on a wen ye dang jia ju nan jie dang, nan jie la me jie de be, de jie de zang jie jie dang, mar na ma ya jie ma dang, din jie la su jia wei la, xie zhuo ram jian sar nian ge, ye dam jian ge jian zi zu, xie xie ro jie ga ram ga ye, men de zhe zu da ne, me zhe nan ye zar de sor, on a wei dam jie jian zu de, bang guo jia xie jia ro zhen, jia zhe ge xia bei ma ne, da xun la sun gen bei zu, den sun qu jie zhe ma dang, mo na jian zha ha ra na, xian qiu sen dong ra he la, bei har nu jie zhen ma su, qu zhong gu jie dor ma nam, xie xie ro jie ga ren ga ye, par jie ne dong zhao gui zhe, dor jie lao ban ge zhe zhen, jue da de, da ge sam dong zhe van zu, wan a wen na man de zhen Dzambhala, nu jie nor da po mo nam, mon ze lang an zang mar dang, re jie la jin ya yuan jie, jue jie dor man do yuan jie, xie xie ro jie ga ram ga ye, jue de lang jie bei wan zu, Om A Vo La La Za Gar Jar Jin Dang Jiao Jiong Jie So Zang Rei Jie Bang Gun Dun Jie Zang E Zo Jue Jin Tun Be Tor Man De Ji Jie Ro Jie Ga Ram Ka Ye Par Jie So Lang Dun Jin Zhe Om A Vo Nam Sa Par Sun Jiao Jie Ye Jie Da Niu Mar Ne Nan Dang Che Pra Ye Ne De Da Ge Da Bo Gor Jie Dom Ji Jie Ro Jie Ga Ram Ka Ye Da Dun Qi Jin Zhe Ban Zu Om A Wen Ge Da Lun Ren Jiong Be Zo Lin Jia Be Lun Xiang Kun Da Gan Yin Che Jie Dor Man De Yi Jie Ro Jie Ga Ram Ka Ye No San Xie Ne Ban San Jie Lin Jia Jiang Xin Bo Lun Ge Xiang Ku Da Jian Ko Ban Zu Om A Wen Zhe Zhe Sen Jin Ta Ye Zo Jue Jie Dor Ma Jia Jin De Yi Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ka Ye Rang Rang Dong Ra Zu Xie Ne Pan De Zhang Shen Bin Jiu Jie
Page 12. Ho, please consider me. Please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Haruka, Glorious Great Bhairava. By nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons, wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor. You protect awareness-holden yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior, God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Haruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn towards freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Ma Hri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achi Chukyi Drolma, arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the basic space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble lady Tashid Sering Ma, Mio Losang Ma, Tekar Drosang Ma, Tingi Shalsang Ma, and Chupon Drusong Ma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledge to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings never are far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you, bless us yogins and our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer the adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate into mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn towards freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control. And in all times and every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform the activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Jarve gazon dorje na boje, yenje jarve yansan le jengo, jaro don san san don kan je, kan zho dan yun ze ger jengo, shar xie ben xie ma nen da yun dan, zhe xie yong ger po nya zhen dan je, par jengo bo dun je zang a dang, na bo don dan xia san ben jie zo, ma mo xie wa gan xie nui jin zhe, po nya le ji jia jin sam len de, a zhi zhi zhe le xie zheng ger jie, zha xie zi jiang zhe dang, a ra men sen jia jie nam de se, Dzambhala ren a ri xie nor jue ma, xin jiong ya yuan sa du ra he la, jar jie geng a nui jin yang le wer, dan jie dan la zang ba ge nian xie, jie dian gong be den ba jiong nan la, jie dian da lu ya jie jin sei dang, nan de ge song to yong che le den, sang wa la du song ge den be ze, nier juan du yong a dan ren jin de, zha ye ze da zhao be nier ju dang, ren ma ju zhu me ra dur me zo, zhe me da za ren jie gong sun so, ko ge zang wa zang gen jiu ba den, zi ge jin be yi xian ju be zo, di song dam jie jiang zi zo lan bu, su luan ju dang bu lu ji jia, tu dang gang o dam zi niang jia xia, gang zhi su ju ji be xia dun jie, zhe be da xiong che le ngon den zi, ga dan den song ger dan gan sa jiang, par dan yin be zha be sa sun jia, dan wei zha su nu be ge bong de, par xie jian da xie ga bu dan de, jie san du na qu yuan zhe ban zu, ji dian song ge qu jie ren jin jie, ye zhe den be sa jin jia ban zu, juan ge den se ga jia lon jue nam, dan jie song ma nier de zi wei jiang, nan jie jiu wen zhe len zhe ban zu, san jie dian song gen jiu wen ban de, gen de de jia nan jiu zai ba ber, nian pe tar shi zha pe dong pe la kur da long ju jie wa ni den zi lang zu dian pe le da jie mei la yang zi de mo jie wa dang na war da de nian pe dam de xian zhe xian e ba na da men de xian se gen ju wei rong zi zhen ba dang le la ren jiang de wa guo nen zu ye la nam ba ro wei tenzin jie san mi de wei nam yang ong bran zu ju zi ju 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 zhe ju de na de zar ma xin zi dong qie wan zu ye la zha xie long ju po san zu ji se lam zhan qiu le zhong dun zu ji bei zha jia zhong gun zi wa ju nu na yi yin zhe ba dang da dang ta yi sim jin tam jie jie la mi zu bei jiang qu zhe ba la gar jin par jie ma lu xie wa dang ten jie ma lu lin jin zhe bran zu jie gan xie ye la zhen ba zam jie jiang de ben e zhe su wan zi ba ye su ma yi yin er wei jin nan jie da ge sam du ma lun zhe ban zi ba za er gan ba den be ban de ban a lo gan gan de ne ve de shab da ba de za zo za za do za ma ya ma ne ba la ya be za za do de no ba de ran zhe zhou men ba wa su de ga yo men ba wa su be jia yo men ba wa an de ra do men ba wa sa wa ze de man ba ya za sa wa gar ma za za me zi dan xie ya gu ro hong ha 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 hu bang ga wa de su Beza ma men beza beza ba wa ma sa ma ya sa do wa jue jie do men zhu rei nan ka lai zhen zuo den bai da ra ra ne zuan ba zai me gan zi jian zhan jian ba zu.
All you guests who have received this offering and giving torma, like clouds dissolving in the sky, please depart to your abodes, Vajra Mu, and return here when I call for you again.
Ne me zhe da wan xiu zui jiu na le bar zhe de zui.
Remaining within cyclic existence fused with this image, please bestow good health, longevity, and power, as well as every kind of excellence.
So wai chuan den de jie jie nga re zhe ba xie pe gan za la bei xian jiao wai xia xie ba jue jiao so ma nan jie zha xi xiong Dzambhala, page number 63.
Page 63. Sorrows unknown, Amitabha's grant long life, regard me kind-heartedly, in Bodhala your land of perfect compassion, cleansing sins daunted, generously hold me with love. Grant me the supreme immortal land of vineyard deathless life. Even misery's needs are counted to your blessings. Sky-filling rainbow body, in manifest joy land of don't exist. Measure land of great
the Jambo son soy ya sordo ye jeng do so shin je lo shin le ra zo be jeng gan so ra do ngan ze me ya me zen jambo son so be ya cha zhe ye shen me zhe zuo xin jie lo xie dong yo zhe mi jie yan xian gan se di man zhe bei me yan me yan bo zong a de yan jie yan ye xian a zhe zhe xin jie lo xie nan nan zhe gang ma da bei yan jie en zhong e jie dan zhe yang or jian zhe bei jian gan ye xian zuo jian zha ge zuo sang a sa mo jie jie yang de dong zai yong e zhe zui nan si lai mi jian go ne ga ju lai mi la zui jian cha cha chen bon jo ge yan se che san jian e zhe zo ra na da be ya ye dan xue zhe la zui jian jiu dan de mang e zhe liang dun ye da shen e ye ge zai ye ne zhuo ne ba wen zhe ge jian zi gu sang wan a jie xie la yang ran xie men zhe me zhe zhe ge yu ju ge bo zhan ne ga wai jie dan jie zhuo ben Di zo la nga zon jo yan zen ti gong pe nga zho so gan tru tru pe po ran Chö jo mang gu ja ra na tre le na xuan zhe pe Liang wen zhe nan de nga Hong shi jiang lo jian jian nen jo Ne nor da er yan zan ba lai nin jian zhe we dong guan zai Zhe zuo zhen er yang ge dan gur da yang gur jie ba Nan wen jie do da ma ye wan Ro la do jie zhe gan la zhe yan dan jian de zuo jie gan xie zuo jie yang zhe jie Yu jian jiu ba da ye Yan du ge jiu wan du jie Yan per du den ba lo ge yang Zhu jie zhang zhen ra ye Yan nur jie san zhen zuo Yan dun jie ba dan lang ge yang Ti jian ge wa jie we Yan tam jian de re yang ge Nian zi yen ye wang dar za yang Ren tang jie wa zhen ge Yan sa jun zhe zhen zhe ye Yan ren jie nor ye jian jie yang Ro jia dan ba za do Yan tang jian de re yang de Nian ting su Dzambhala ye yang Par suo la jin nian jie yang Wo zhuo le yang ye jie Nor si zan da me pa Tam jian de re yang de Le ye le pa po ye so zang Yan zan be len ge dang jie yang Ba lan jie jie gu no Yang zhan mi nian jie zhe re Yan len ye len jie jie no yan Zhe zo wan dan yan de Le yan jia ge jia be jie zi Yan jia na jia be nga dan yan Da zi jia be no yan Dan ge ser jia be ma yan Dan we ge wo jie ba Tam jian de re yan de Le yan do wa gong gen do yang Sai ma wa za ye de yan da Men er se gun ben zo Yan zha dan sen dan lun ju Yan gong zu ba za zhen re yan De nun zhen ba ra ju Yan ba zi du ju be zi Yan zi zhen zong Cho re den ba zi jie Yan tan jian de re yan de Lin xiao ji zuo ne zi yan Nie da jian de jia jian zuo Lo ye zuo ne zi yan Na lo jian jian de zuo jian sa Na jia zuo ne zi yan Na wen jian de de jian Zuo jiang ge zuo ne zi yan Zhou wai jian de bei jia Zuo den ge zuo ne zi yan Na zhan jie jian de bei jian O ge zuo ne zi yan Na zhi zhu jian de mian jian Zuo nian dan zha bei do yan Yum zhou zhou jie zuo Ba le re jian de bei yan Ga zhen
dazzling star garlands, home
zhi xiao zuo du jian gan zhu me zi yan dan jian de gu jian ne dong ba jian Los Joren Jingan Ro Me Se No Lon Ju Yang Go Je Ze So Ban Je Je Los Jobe Man Dan Ro Me Yang Kon De Wan De Yang Go Je Nan Se Wan De De Chang So Le Jing Gan Ro Me Le Jing De Le Yang Go Je No Je Dong Ge Mo La Zo Dang Go Je Je Yan Zam Le Yang Nan De Go Je Cha Ren De Re Cha Go Je Yang Yan De La Yang Go Je Yan Ne Gan De La Da Ba Yo Yan Jin De La De Ban Ce Zhen De La Jue Je Bo Min Er De La Son Jun Zhen Ju Wan Ne Ba De Jin Mi Te Yang Er Ro Zo Se Mi Der Jeng Er Ro Zo Son An Nor Jeng Er Cho Dan De Mong Er Ro Zo Be Mi Lin Jen De Zo Sarva Siddhi A La La
Om Ah Hong. Three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain the power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the Guru's three kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three kayas. May I obtain the empowerment of the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is attained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Dzambhala Yabum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of the wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomena of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is the inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of mortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Hong, Hri, the Guru who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, an assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving into the sky, or water pouring into water. without reference points, into the all-pervasive open space of awe. Within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease in the unborn basic space of phenomena. Let go of everything in the state of simplicity, remain free and open, seal with steadfastness, samaya, seal, seal, seal. Hong Hui. By this virtue of timelessness, beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field great bliss, and reach the ground of no return.
The Sukhavati prayer here, Rinpoche says, if you can make a mark, the 7 branches. So Darcy and I already worked there. So if you are going to look that, we live here. So we marked the 7 branches. Which, when you recite this text, at that time, you will reach on each stage of a branch. At that time, you can recite through mindfulness. Okay. So we leave this here.
Want to read? Okay. Page 1. The wishing prayer of Day1, the pure realm of great bliss. Om Ami Dewa Hri. This is a treasury of the heart practice of Karma Chagme Rinpoche. Considering how great the benefit would be for many beings, I make the effort to write, although my hand is sick. In the case that somebody wishes to copy, study, and practice this text and does not have it himself, please lend it to him. Nothing has greater benefit. There is no Dharma teaching more profound than this. It is the root of all Dharma. Do not fall into indifference, but take up its practice diligently. Since this text belongs to the Sutra tradition, you may recite it without receiving a ritual reading transmission long. Emma Ho, from here in the direction of the setting sun, beyond the multitude of innumerable worlds, slightly elevated is the land of the noble beings, the perfectly pure realm of Day1. Although Day1 is not visible in our water bubble-like eyes, it can clearly appear to our mind. There resides the subduer and victorious one, immeasurable light, who is of ruby red color and blazing radiance. He is adorned with the top knot on his head, the wheels on his feet, and so on, the 32 signs of perfections and the 80 minor marks. He has a single face, 2 arms, as in the mudra of equanimity, holding an alms bowl. He wears 3 Dharma robes. In cross posture, he is seated on a lotus of 1,000 petals with a moon disk, from which rises a Bodhi tree that serves as a backrest. From far away, he looks at me with his eyes of compassion. On his right is the Bodhisattva eyes of compassionate wisdom, Avalokiteshvara, of white color, holding in his left hand a white lotus, and on his left is the Bodhisattva great power, Vajrapani, of blue color, holding in his left hand a lotus marked with a Vajra. Both of them extend their right hands towards us in the refuge bestowing mudra. These 3 main deities appear like Mount Meru, the king of mountains, radiant, pouring forth splendor and illuminating. They dwell unaccomplished by their retinue of 1 trillion Gelong bodhisattvas, all of them also of golden color, adorned with the marks and signs, dressed in the 3 Dharma robes of great resplendence. With devotion that does not make any difference between near and far, I prostrate, full of respect with my 3 doors. The Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, Lord of the Buddha families, emanates from the right hand light rays that become Chenrezig. 1 billion secondary emanations of the mighty Chenrezig. From his left hand he emanates light rays that become Tara, with 1 billion secondary emanations of Tara. From his light rays go out manifesting Padmasambhavas together with 1 billion secondary emanations of Orgyan. I prostrate to the Dharmakaya, measureless light. With the eyes of the Buddha during all 6 periods of the day and night, he constantly regards with love all sentient beings. His enlightened mind is constantly aware of whatever thoughts or ideas arise in the minds of all sentient beings. His enlightened ear constantly hears distinctly, without confusion, whatever words are spoken of by sentient beings. I prostrate to the all-knowing, measureless light. Except for those who have rejected the Dharma or accomplished the deeds of the immeasurable retribution, all who have faith in you and make their wishing prayers will be born in Day1, with their prayers will be fulfilled. It is said that in the bardo he will come and will guide us into this land. I prostrate to the guide of measureless light. Your lifespan lasting for countless kalpas, you stay here and do not go beyond suffering. If we pray to you with one pointed respect, it is said that, except with the complete ripening of karma, the end of our life force will happen only after 100 years, and the various kinds of untimely death will be averted. I prostrate to the protector Amitabha. It is said that if it is the greater merit to join the palms out of faith on hearing the name of Amitabha and about Day1 than to fill countless 3,000 universes of vast extent with jewels and to offer them as gifts. For this reason, I respectfully prostrate to measureless light. Whoever hears the name Amitabha and develops just once faith comes with the depth of his heart and bones and is not empty talk, will never lose the path to enlightenment. I prostrate to the protector, measureless light. From the time of hearing the name of Buddha measureless light until obtaining Buddhahood, I will not be born in an inferior body, but take birth in this good family and have a pure conduct in lives to come. I prostrate to measureless light, gone to bliss. My body and all my possessions, together with my roots of virtue, whatever offerings that are actually present or emanated by mind, including the auspicious substances, the 8 auspicious signs, the 7 precious items, whatever offerings exist, all times, billions of 3,000-fold universes, with their 4 continents, the central mountain, the sun and the moon, together with all the wealth of gods, nagas, and humans, I take them up in my mind and offer them to Amitabha. By the force of your compassion, accept this for my own benefit. I lay open and confess all the non-virtuous deeds which have been committed from beginningless time until now by myself and all sentient beings headed by my father and mother. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of the body, killing, taking what is not given, and impure conduct. I lay open and confess the whole 4 unwholesome acts of the speech, lying, slandering, rough speech, and gossip. I lay open and confess the 3 unwholesome acts of mind, covetousness, malice, and wrong views. I lay open and confess the 5 deeds of immediate retributions, which we accumulated, killing our father, our mother, our teacher, or an arhat, and intending to cause harm to the body of the victorious one. I lay open and confess the evil deeds similar to the deeds of immediate retribution, killing a gelong or a getsul, making a nun fall, destroying a statue, stupa, or temple, and so on. I lay open and confess the evil acts of abandoning the Dharma, like abandoning the 3 supports, etc., the jewels in the temple, and the supreme speech. I lay open and confess all these accumulated very negative, useless actions, like abandoning bodhisattvas, which is of greater evil than to kill the sentient beings of the 3 realms. Compared to the 5 crimes of immediate compared to the 5 crimes of immediate retribution, it is more negative not to believe in the benefits of virtuous deeds and the difficulties resulting from non-virtue, and to think that this is not true and simply to pedagogical device. This is although we received explanations on the duration and extent of suffering in the hell realms and so on. I lay open and confess this negative karma that makes liberation impossible. I lay open and confess all breakages and damages of the discipline of individual liberation, including the 5 categories of faults, the 4 root downfalls, the 13 with remainder, the transgressions, the downfalls, the individually confessed damages, and the faults. I lay open and confess all the transgressions concerning the Bodhisattva's trainings, the 4 negative actions, the 5, and the 8 downfalls. I lay open and confess the Samaya damages of the secret mantra, the 14 root downfalls, and the transgressions of the 8 secondary vows. I lay open and confess all harmful deeds which I did not understand to be harmful, the non-virtuous deeds that I have committed due to not transgressing vows, and all evil deeds which I was not aware of actually being harmful, like impure conduct, sexual activity, drinking alcohol, and so on. I lay open and confess the serious transgressions and downfalls due to receiving refuge vows, initiations, and so on, but not knowing to keep the respective vows and commitments. Since a confession will not purify if there is no regret, I confess with great remorse, with shame, and with despair at my previous harmful deeds, as if poison had attained the depth of my being. Since there will be no purification if I am not keeping my vows from now on, I promise in my mind from today onwards never to commit non-virtuous activity, even at the cost of my life. Please, Sugata, measureless light, and your heirs, grant your blessings so that my mind stream of beings be completely purified. When I hear about others who have accomplished wholesome acts, I abandon all unwholesome thoughts of jealousy and rejoice in their deeds with heartfelt joy, which is to say, to obtain a merit equal to theirs. From this reason, I rejoice in whatever virtuous deeds are accomplished by realized in ordinary beings. I also rejoice in the vast activity accomplished for the benefit of beings, due to developing the mind of supreme, unsurpassable enlightenment. I rejoice in giving the 10 unwholesome and performing the 10 wholesome acts, to protect the life of others, to give offerings, and to keep one's vows, to speak the truth, to reconcile adversaries, to speak peacefully, gently, and sincerely, and to engage in conversations which are meaningful, to have little desire and to cultivate love and compassion, and to practice the Dharma. In all these virtuous acts I rejoice. I exhort all the perfect Buddhas who do dwell in the myriad worlds of the 10 directions to quickly and extensively turn the wheel of Dharma without waiting any longer. Please be aware of this request with your clairvoyant mind. I supplicate all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, holders of the teachings, and spiritual friends who intend to go beyond suffering, to remain and not to pass into nirvana. As it is shown, I dedicate all my virtuous acts of the 3 times for the benefit of all sentient beings. May all of us quickly obtain unsurpassed enlightenment and stir the 3 realms of samsara from their depths. May these virtuous deeds quickly ripen for me and pacify the 18 causes of untimely death in this life. May I be endowed with the physical strength of a healthy adolescent in full bloom. May my material wealth never decline, but increase as the river Ganges in the monsoon. May I practice the noble Dharma without danger through demons or enemies. May all my wishes be fulfilled in accordance with the Dharma. May I be of great benefit to the teachings and for beings. May I accomplish the true meaning of this human existence. At this very moment, when I and all those who have connection to me pass beyond this life, may the emanation of Buddha Amitabha, surrounded by his retinue, a sangha of monks, actually come to greet us. On seeing him, may our mind be happy and joyful, and there be no more suffering of death. May by the force of their miraculous powers, the 8 Bodhisattva brothers appear in the sky and guide us to indicating the path to Day1. The suffering in the lower realms is unbearable, and the joy and well-being of gods and humans is impermanent. Understanding this, may I develop the fearful mind and develop disgust with samsara that has to be endured from beginningless time until now. Even those who go from one supreme human life to another experience countless times birth, old age, illness, and death. In these difficult, degenerate times when there are many obstacles and the well-being and happiness of humans and gods are similar to food mixed with poison, may I not even a hair's tip of attachment. May I be freed from even the slightest attachments to relatives, food, wealth, and companions, which are impermanent and illusory like a dream. May I understand the countries, places, lodgings to have no real existence, just like the place and houses in my dreams. Like a criminal liberated from prison, may I, without ever looking back, escape from this ocean of samsara that knows no freedom, to the pure realm of Day1. Having cut all links of attachment and desire, may I fly off in space just like a vulture, freed from the net, and instantly reach Day1, traveling beyond the countless universes in the western direction. May I see the face of Buddha, measureless light, who is actually dwelling there, and pacify all my veils. May I take the superior of the 4 kinds of birth and be miraculously born from the heart of a lotus flower. Obtaining in one instant the complete perfect body, may I receive the body endowed with all the marks and signs. If I doubt and hesitate to be born there, the blossom of the flower will not open for 500 years, but inside I will be happy and content with all enjoyments. Even though I will hear the word of the Buddha, may the faults and delay of meeting with the Buddha's face not happen to me. May the flower open as soon as I am born, so that I may see the face of Amitabha. By the force of my merit and magical powers, may inconceivable clouds of offerings emanate from the palms of my hands as offerings to the Buddhas in his retinue. May at that moment the Tathagata stretch out his right hand, place it on my head, and may I obtain the prophecy of enlightenment. Having listened to the Dharma, which is the profound and vast, may my mind ripen and be liberated. Chenrezig and Vajrapani being the principal bodhisattvas, may I be blessed and guided by these 2. Almost every day, countless Buddhas and bodhisattvas of the 10 directions come to make offerings and see Amitabha in this land. At that time, may I pay homage to all of them and obtain the nectar of the Dharma. Through my limitless magical powers, may I go in the morning towards the realm of true happiness, to the glorious land, to the lands of supreme activity and dense array. May I request initiations, blessing, and vows of the Buddhas Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amoghasiddhi, Vairochana, etc., and make many offerings in the evening, without any effort, return to Day1 itself. There are 1 billion realms of pure emanations, such as the land of Patala, Sukhavati, Kurvara, the land of Organ, and 1 billion Chenrezig, Tara, Vajrapani, and Padmasambhava. May I encounter them and make oceans of offerings, request initiations and profound pith instructions, and quickly return without any obstacle to my place in Day1. May I clearly see with my divine eye all the close friends and monks and students, and so on, and may I be able to guard and protect them, bestow blessings, and in the time of their death, guide them to this land. This fortunate aeon, this lasts for an aeon, equally Day1. May I live countless Day1 aeons without even dying and continuously remain in this land. From Maitreya to Mupa, the final one, may I see all the Buddhas of the fortunate aeon where they appear in this world. With my magical powers, may I go to meet these Buddhas, make offerings to them, and listen to the noble Dharma, and then again, without any obstacles, return to the pure land of Day1. Day1 unites the totality of all the qualities of the Buddha realms of 80 billion, 1 billion, trillion Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of Day1, outstandingly supreme among all pure lands. The ground which is made of jewels is as smooth as the pound of the hand and vast, spacious, and radiant, blazing with light rays. When it is pressed down, it gives way, and on lifting up, it rebounds. May I be reborn in this joyful, pleasant land of happiness. There are wish-fulfilling trees made of many jewels with leaves of fine silk and fruits ornamented with jewels. On them gather flocks of emanation birds which chant the very agreeable ways of proclaiming the sound of the profound and vast Dharma. May I be reborn in this land of great wonders. The many rivers are perfumed water with the 8 qualities, and the waters in the bathing ponds is of nectar. They are surrounded by stairs and cornices made of 7 kinds of jewels, and display fragrant lotus flowers bearing fruit and emanating countless rays of lotus light. The tips of the light rays are adorned with emanated Buddhas. May I be reborn in this land of greatest marvel. May I be born in this land of great joy, where even the words 8 unfilling conditions or hell are unheard of, and where never any suffering is known. Neither are there 5 or 3 emotions that are like poisons, nor sickness, mental illness, enemies, poverty, quarrels, and so on. May I be born in this land of limitless qualities, where there are no men or women, no beings born from a womb, since all are noble beings born from within lotus flowers. Here all bodies are without any difference, of golden color, endowed with the marks and signs, like the topknot on their head and so on, possessing the 5 special powers and 5 eyes. Whatever I desire and think of, palaces made of a variety of jewels, and all the enjoyments arise by themselves. No effort is necessary. All needs are spontaneously fulfilled. There is no distinction between you and me, no clinging to a self. All my wishes manifest as offering clouds arising from the palm of my hands, and everyone practices the Dharma of immeasurable great vehicle. May I be reborn in this realm, source of all bliss and happiness. A fragrant breeze brings great showers of flowers, and from the trees, rivers, and lotus flowers arise heaps of clouds with all sorts of enjoyments, agreeable shapes, sounds, smells, tastes, and touch. There are no women, but an abundance of emanated goddesses. There are many offering goddesses, continually present offerings. At the time when I wish to rest, jewel palaces appear, and when I wish to sleep, beautiful thrones arise, covered with many pillows and cushions of fine silk, together with bird, wish-fulfilling trees, rivers, music, and so on. When I wish to listen to them, they emanate the pleasant sound of Dharma, and when I do not want, no sound is heard. Although the ponds and rivers are exactly as I wish, cold or warm, just as pleasing to me, may I be born in this land where all wishes are fulfilled. The perfect Buddha, measureless light, will remain in this land for countless aeons without going into nirvana. May I act as his servant for all this time, until his passing into peace, and after 2 times the number of aeons that there are sands of particles in the Ganges. His teaching will remain. At this time may I not be separated from this regent Chenrezig, and uphold the noble Dharma. When at dusk the sun of the Dharma is setting, the very next morning Chenrezig will be a perfect Buddha. He will be king of those light rays manifest accumulated splendor of all noble ones. When this happens, may I see his face, make offerings, and listen to the noble Dharma. During the 66 trillion million aeons that he will live, may I continuously be his servant, worship him, and uphold the noble Dharma without ever forgetting to remember his words. After he passes into nirvana, his teachings will remain for 3 times 600 billion trillion aeons. May I uphold the Dharma during this time and never be. When Vajrapani comes to the Buddha, completely reliable Tathagata, king of abundant jewel-like qualities, with a lifespan and teachings just as those of Chenrezig, may we continuously be servants of this Buddha as well, present our offerings, and uphold all the noble Dharma. When my life is over, may I instantly obtain unsurpassable, perfect Buddhahood in his or one of the other pure realms. Having obtained perfect Buddhahood, may all beings, just as with Amitabha, be ripened and liberated by simply hearing my name, and may there arise through countless emanations the guide sentient beings through other means, spontaneously and without effort, a limitless benefit of beings. The Buddha of this lifespan, his merit, his qualities, and his pristine awareness, as well as his splendor, are beyond measure. And it is said that someone who remembers your name, be it Dharmakaya, limitless radiance, measureless light, Amitabha, or Bhagawan, immeasurable life, and primordial wisdom, Amitayas, will be protected against all dangers through fire, water, poisons, weapons, evildoers, demons, and so on, and with only the exception of the full ripening of previous karma. By remembering your name and prostrating, please protect us from all dangers and sufferings, and grant your blessings of excellent auspiciousness. Through the blessings of having mastered the 3 bodies of the Buddhas, through the blessings of the truth of the unchanging Dharmata, and through the blessings of the undivided aspirations of the Sangha, may all my prayers be accomplished just as it is wished. I prostrate to the 3 jewels, Tayata, Pensa Driwa, Awa Bodha Naye Soha. I prostrate to the 3 jewels, Namo Manjushriye, Namo Sushriye, Nama Uttama Shriye Soha.
Yellow book, page number 20, Long Life Prayers in English.
Page 20.
Yes.
For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything, spontaneously live long. Holder of the teachings of Drikumpa, great sovereign of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and by your holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Aryadeva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chidingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons.
26.
Page 26. May all the teachings of the great Drikumpa Ratnashri, Master of Interdependence, omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through the teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating, until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate aeons. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Thank you so much.